So this video is going to have kind of like two intros because I wanted to come on here to let you know that the video is late going up. I could not get it up last week because our area has had a major internet outage, and I unfortunately have been affected by the outage every single day that it's been out, and it's been like 3 days. So it's the area. I'm not sure what AT&T is doing, but anyway, there was an outage. So I have internet today, and while I have it, I'm going to get this video up for you. So my apologies, and let's get into the video. Hi guys, it's Alicia, and in today's video we're starting part 1 of the bathroom makeover, and I'm starting with lightening up this vanity. I'm going to do the faux wood technique, but I'm just going to make this vanity lighter, and I'm not going to do a lot of instruction during this. You guys have seen me do it before, but I'm starting by getting a lighter coat on the vanity. The last time I did this, I started with a darker coat on the vanity and then built upon that. This time I'm starting with a lighter coat because I want to make sure this is much lighter than the finish that I have on it right now. Okay guys, so I have the vanity painted, and I even started painting the door. Yes, I'm going to paint this bathroom. I just want to warm it up a little bit with the same antique white. I think I'm going to let the vanity dry overnight just because I can't do this again. It has to turn out right. It has to be the right finish, and I don't want to chance it by trying to do the finish too soon. So I'm going to let this dry, and then tomorrow I will come back and I will do the paint technique. And you guys, I'm just using this antiquing wax is what I'm going to be doing with my brushes. You've seen me do it before. I'll speed the camera up when I'm doing it so you can see the process, but I'm not going to go slow and do a tutorial or anything like that because I've done this process so many times. But I'll turn it around and let you see how it's looking so far. I've got a good coat of paint on it. And you guys, I didn't take these off because they are glued to it. They're faux drawers anyway, and the pulls are glued to it, so they don't come off. So that's why I didn't take that off. But this is what the vanity's looking like. And like I said, tomorrow I will come back and do the paint finish. And I'm going to be painting this bathroom, but I'm probably going to do it off camera. So as I was saying, when I paint this bathroom, I'm going to do it off camera. So anyway, that's it for this portion of it for tonight, and I'll see you back in the morning when I come to do the finish on it. And I'm also right now going to go shop for a new light. That one's going to have to come down. So I'm going to go shop for a new light. So anyway, I'll see you guys in the morning. So guys, it's the next day, and I am starting the finish on this vanity. But you are going to quickly see that I am not happy with the darkness. It's like going back to what I started with before. So off camera, I'm going to mix in some colors to make this a little more golden, and then I'll be back. So I'm going to start by trying to wipe off what was on there, and this wax is for giving the gel rather, and so it allowed me to wipe it off. But then I'm going to come back and give it another coat of paint just to even it out before I start the new finish after I mix up the colors. And plus you can see that dot is actually where the paint came off as I was wiping it away. So yeah, got to start over in this little area, but it's okay because when I'm done, you'll see it all came together. So while that's drying, I've mixed the paints to make them a little more golden, and I'm going to start on the opposite side of the vanity while that dries, and then make
work my way around. But you guys can see the difference. This is a lot warmer than the color that I was putting on there, and this is what I was looking for, a lighter, warmer wood tone color. And this is what it's looking like when it's all done. I did order some new pulls to match the one for the faux drawer, so I have to put those on, but I love this because it's a lot warmer. And now that the bottom is done, let's start on the countertops. And you guys, I am using this product here that is by SpreadStone, and it is an absolutely amazing product. It comes in a set with 3 different parts. You have the base coat, which is number 1, and then you have your next coat, which is going to be your main color. This is the one that has all the minerals and the stones in it, and then there's the third one that is your top coat. It also comes with your painting tray, your roller, your sponge rollers. It comes with some sanding paper and everything that you need in the kit. Preparation is key, and I would not skip this part. I have everything covered up. I don't want to splatter any of the SpreadStone product on any of my freshly done cabinet, and so I'm starting by using the small brush, and you're going to use the small brush to go in and get in those tight areas that the roller is not going to get into. This is just the base coat. It's a solid color. They have different colors, different kits that you can choose from, and I knew that I wanted a white countertop with the minerals and stones in it, so I'm spreading this top coat on. Again, I'm using this small paintbrush to do those tight areas, and then I'll come back with the roller and cover the larger areas. And now I'm going in and I'm going to do the larger areas. You're going to do your first coat and let it dry for 2 hours, and then you're going to come back and add a second coat of the base coat and let it dry for an hour. And after you do that, you are ready to start the next phase, which is phase 2. But for now, I'm just adding another coat of this base coat, and I'm going to let it dry the amount of time. The instructions are absolutely wonderful. The process is not tedious. It's not hard at all. It's the time that you have to wait in between each coat that takes up the majority of your time. And you will see by my wardrobe changes that this took over the course of about 3 days for me to get this done, just making sure that I allow the waiting time in between each coat to really be able to have that time. Now, you don't have to take 3 days to do this process. I think you could do it in 1 day if you start early enough that you allow yourself enough hours from the morning to the evening to be able to allow the time between each coat to sit and cure for the amount of time that it needs to. And now I'm ready for step 2. This is the paint that has your minerals and your stones in it, and this is what it looks like. It's very gritty. The base coat is gritty. It's kind of gritty too, but this is really gritty, and I'm doing the same process using a brush to go in and brush in those tight areas that the roller cannot get to, and it's sped up, but I really did take my time. And then I come back with my roller to do the larger areas, and I'm just going very gently, and I'm making sure to give an even distribution of those minerals, because in the step 3 you're going to sand this down before you do step 3 and put on the top coat, and you want to make sure you have enough stones and minerals distributed evenly on your countertop so that when you sand it down and they begin to show through, it looks uniform. So I'm taking my time and making sure, and I'm making sure to not oversaturate an area, because if you oversaturate, it can cause some bubbling in the overall finish of your piece. And here's a close-up look of what it looks like when it's all dry and it's all set. You can see those specks of minerals and those specks of stone that are peeping through. But the magic is going to happen when you sand it down. And now here's the fun part. You get to see where all of your work and the time waiting between coats, you get to see the fruits of your labor. And this is the sanding process. Now, they provide sandpaper for you, but I'm just using a lightweight sandpaper with my rotary sander, my electric sander, because it just makes it go a little better and a lot quicker if you have an electric sander. Now, I'm just taking my time. Once again, this is sped up, so it may not look like it, but I am taking my time and going through this because I don't want to take off too much in any particular area, and I want to take off just enough in every area. So I'm taking my time. I'm eyeballing it as I am sanding it so that I can see the minerals and the stone pop through and make sure they're evenly distributed. And when they are, then I'll know that I'm done with my sanding. And now that I have it all sanded, I'm just taking a damp cloth and I am wiping the counter clean. And you guys, look, this is the finished product. This is what it looks like when you're all done. The only thing I have left to do now is to put the clear coat of the top coat on top. But these stones, I'm in love with this product. I would 100% use it all over again. And so now, once again, I'm using my small brush to go in those tight areas and put on my top coat. This is going to give it durability and a little bit of shine, but not shiny, like a matte shine. And I'm just going to get this on it. I'm going to put on a couple of coats of this and then let this cure for 24 hours before you can actually begin to use it or do anything. And this is the finished vanity. The color of the cabinets turned out perfectly. The countertop is amazing. If you are in the market for new countertops, but it's not in your budget to completely replace them, get this product. I'll link it for you in the description box. And with that, enjoy all the little things. It's the little things that give us the sweetest, prettiest little pleasures. I'll see you next week for part 2 of the bathroom makeover. Bye, guys.